Hello, my crafty friends. Today I decided my project is going to be to decorate this journal that I made when I was trying to figure out a way to use a file folder that was not the right kind to follow Tanya's tutorial. And I decided today I'm going to decorate it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the papers out and just set those aside. I think I'm actually going to fold these in and put some tape over that because I don't want that to get... Actually, it'd probably be fine if it got printed, but we're going to do it this way anyway. Okay, so we've got this we can print, and this we can print, and this, and this. So it's going to be like printing 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 pages in one. And I decided I think I'm going to try using these little jelly plates that I made. I ordered a jelly plate, and I can't remember if it was Jelly Arts or Gel Press, but it was an 8x10 jelly plate a couple of years ago. I ordered it off of Amazon, and when it came, and you can't see them because of the other stuff on the other side, but it had all these dots in it, bubbles in it. And I was very disappointed. I used it for a long time, and it made good prints, and I had fun with it, but I was just disappointed it came like that. Well, one day I put it up, and I put wax paper on top. Don't put wax paper on top of your jelly plate because the wax paper will wrinkle up when that mineral oil stuff gets into it. It kind of wrinkles up, and then you've permanently got this texture. So these are permanently textured on this side. And this happened to this plate after I had found one at the thrift store for $5. Another 8x10 and a 6x6 together. They were selling both of them for $5. So I decided I wanted some of the little ones, so I just cut this one up, and I made these out of it. I also made a smaller triangle and a 3x5 rectangle. But today I'm going to put these on here, and I'm going to kind of treat them separately together to decorate this. I've got a little bitty 2-inch brayer. It's real wonky, but it still works. I'm happy to have it. So that's what I'm going to use to decorate these pages here. I am going to go ahead and put some masking tape over this real quick, though. Let's just put a little bit. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I don't want it to be, sticking out over everything. And I'm not going to worry if some of the brown gets paint on it. I just don't really want those bars to get paint on them. It would probably be fine if they did, but if I left them folded out and put the paint on them, then underneath here wouldn't get painted well. And I really want this all to be painted. I don't care as much about this, but if you're opening and shutting those a lot, the paint might chip off of them, and that might look tacky. So I decided to go ahead and do it this way. So we're just going to cover those up. And if I can get the extra off here. This is pretty sticky masking tape. Sometimes you feel like it doesn't stick at all, and then you've got times like today where it's sticking when you don't really want it to stick too much. Okay, let's adjust that a little bit so it's inside the brown. Okay. We're going to start out just painting all of these, and then pressing it down and see what happens. If that doesn't work, then I may take each one of them and do it like that. But I'm hoping that this will work. because it'll be easier. I'm all about what's easier. Ooh, I got a fingernail broke there. Okay, sorry. All right, let's get, I think I'm going to start out, because I just want to use these up because I don't particularly like them. I'm going to get out these little Artist Loft paints. I don't think they're necessarily bad paints. They just not my favorites. Let's see what other colors I've got in here. I want to make sure I have all my options open. This was a big set. Had a whole bunch of little paints in it. Okay. And I'm just going to put a dot on each one. I've got some small stencils that I may do some stenciling on each one. I don't know. But the first layer I put down is just going to be the texture that's actually on the plates because of my wax paper that I left on there. So I'm going to do some dark ones and then put lighter ones on top of them. Oh, that's not working well. Let's see if we can get that. Okay. And I've got some wipe off paper over here that I'm going to wipe the brayer off on so I can be decorating that at the same time. No, yeah, let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of this green because that one is bigger than these other ones. I got these 4, and let's do this one. Okay. Now I'm going to move this over here so I can brayer off there. I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly because I don't want these to dry before I get the chance to print. It's a little bit hard to do these weird shaped ones without getting the paint on a different one. Okay, so that may not work. Let's just try it though and see. We're going to start right here. And this has some tape on it that was, it was part of the way they made the folder to make it sturdier down there. Because this is where it was, folded. And I don't know if that's going to print or not. We will see. Okay. That's pretty interesting, but you can definitely see the texture from the wax paper in it. All right. Let's go ahead and there's one batch. Let's do another batch. I'm going to put a little bit more paint this time. Maybe it'll keep it wet longer. That's number 1. Oh, I think I did that one last time. And let's go ahead and do this orange. And we'll probably end up using them again. I just want to get them one layer of each of them before we do that. Okay, let's start with the lighter color and work our way up. I should have done the orange and then the red before I did the green, but it's all right. And some of these are getting transferred over. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to just let it happen. After all, transferred paint is one of the pleasures of jelly plating, right? Okay. Well, let's just do it again. We'll do it over here. And I may end up going in and doing something else around these, you know. I don't know. We're just going to see how this works. Then we'll know if we want to do something different or not. Okay. Well, that's what we've got so far. I think that's looking kind of cool. We're just going to keep going and moving it around with different colors. I think I am going to. No, I'm not. I'm just going to let them build up however they build up. We've got three. These yellows are not that much different. I'm going to go ahead and make those I've used. Let's stick the brown over the green here and do something a little different. Okay, there's that set. And we've just got those three left. So let's start with the yellow here. And then orange. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought that was more red. I think I was thinking I would end up with a purple, but I may end up with a brown. Oh, yeah, it's going to be brown. Let's do this one. Ooh. We're transferring a lot of paints back and forth, but that's okay. It'll give it a more grungy look. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do probably should not have picked that up. Now I'll have kind of double prints. Sorry, I didn't realize I had that out of the camera view. I need a less squeaky table. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. That's looking interesting. I think I'm even liking the brown. Okay, it's going to probably get more and more interesting as we keep adding colors on top of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to do the unbleached titanium on this. I think that'll be pretty. If we can pull it all up. I don't know if it'll all pull up or not. And I'm going to do the black on top of this and see if we can pull that up. And the yellow ochre on this one. And then we'll go back over here and get this magenta. And I think I'm going to do this Carillion blue. Cerulean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you call it. Anyway, we're going to do that. We're just going to keep piling paint on here. Pull off what we can each time and see how it goes. Okay, that's pretty dry. So we're going to go right here. And I'm going to really burnish it good and see if we can pull up more of this paint. Right in there where it's a seam, it's a little harder to. Okay. Well, that's how it's looking right now. But I think I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. Let's see if we can do a layer of lighter colors. And I thought I had a purple. Looks like everything I've got is blue except this magenta. That's weird. You would have thought there would be a purple in here somewhere. Oh well. That's okay, I guess. We're going to be all right with it. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this. I keep putting the same amount of paint on that one that I do on all the others, and it's really quite a bit bigger. Uh-oh. I didn't really want to add that green into that. But it's going to be there anyway in some proportion. I put too much green on. That was part of the problem. Let's go right here. Compared to the other ones, that one's very, very dark. Okay. Let's start right here. Okay. I'm really liking that. I'm going to do it from this corner and then from this corner and maybe again from this corner. All that good, and just move on to the other side. I put too much blue that time. Let's see if we can pick up a little bit of that. Okay, let's do some yellow. And some dark blue here. Alrighty. I need a new one of these. I've got plenty of papers I need to be painting from a painty paper swap that I'm doing in Aunt Beck's group, Aunt Beck's Creations Facebook group. So I really need to be working on those too. That's probably what I should be doing, but I really wanted to play with this. So this is what I am doing. Okay. Let's do it from right here. Okay. It's kind of hard to make sure you got it all on there. I guess it hurts if I get a little paint on this side because I'm going to paint it eventually too, but Okay. Ooh. I think that's looking pretty good. We're going to go from here and from here one more time, and then we're going to call that good for this level, this layer. And we may do some other things on it, but that's all we're going to do for this. Okay, let's see. Let's do some more bright green. And let's do it here. And then let's see which one of what these look like compared to each other. Okay, that one's more goldy. Oh, come on. May not be my favorite paint, but I don't want you to get all dried up until I've had a chance to use it. Okay, let's use orange on this one. And choose ultramarine, a little bit of ultramarine on this one. And let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and use brilliant red on this one. Okay. I'm going to cover this. Now this blue, and then this one's the hardest one to get the paint on without getting it all over the other ones. Okay. We're going to do this one. All right, we're going to do this one like this. Ooh. All right. We're going to do one more starting over here. And then we're going to call her good. If I do, I think I'm going to put the circle right there, because the circle's all been concentrating over here. So what color would be good? Let's do yellow. No, I just did a yellow one over here. Let's do magenta. I like that better than the red. And if the circle's going to be there, it's kind of, let's go ahead and do this one green. And this one yellow. Too much paint that time. This one blue. And And let's do this darker green. I don't think I've used it but once. Okay. Yellow. We'll do this darker green. And then we'll do this blue. And then the magenta. This time when I put them down, my plan is to leave it there a little bit longer, and we'll see how much of it it'll pull up. I don't know. Just gonna let it sit there a minute and see if it'll pull up more of this crusty bits, since this is the top layer. It would be fun if it would pull up crusty bits. I have more luck pulling up crusty bits on thin paper than I do something heavy like a file folder, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. There's my one wipe-off paper. Here's my other wipe-off paper. Those are fun, aren't they? I got a bunch more down here, so thought I would do those big pieces, then I could cut them in half and send them in my painty paper. That's what it looks like. There's a lot of depth in there. I think I really like that. I don't even mind some of the, manila folder showing behind it. That's really fun. Okay, I'm going to pause the video for just a minute and let that side dry, and then I'll come back and we'll work on the other side. Okay, now I've decided that for this side, there's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do this side with big circles and then come back over the top of those with the small circles. And we're just going to do circles on this one. And then I'll decide what I want to do on that one. So let's set that aside and let's start with the dark circles first. I think you get more depth all around when you do that. And I'm going to go ahead and coat these pretty good for the first layer. Okay. Well, let's trying to figure out how to do this. I think I'm going to come right off the corner here. Let's find something. Let's put this right here. Gonna have some paint on this side before we ever even get there. Okay. Yeah, I like that. here. Okay. And then we'll set that there. And let's do a dark green because any blue it picks up will look good with it. I think I'm even going to I'm going to do a black one and a brown one too. I think that'll look good. Okay, let's do this one coming off over here. We find a different piece to go over that with right there. Okay. That looks good. Look at all that texture. I love it. Okay. And let's go ahead and pull up a little bit more of that. There we go. So we've got the dark blue and the dark green already on there. Let's do the magenta. Get that off. Okay. And we're going to do this one just right here somewhere. That one turned out well, didn't it? Uh-oh. Sorry. Had some kind of issue there. That one turned out pretty good. I really liked all the colors in that one. Okay. And let's go ahead and pull, let's do a black one next. Maybe it'll pull up a little bit of that pink. I don't want it to be so black that it can't pull anything up. Let's all right. Let's do this one. Okay. That one pretty much is just black, but that's okay. It's the bottom layer. It doesn't matter. And let's do yellow ochre next. I think that might look kind of gold underneath the black. Maybe that'll look good. And we're going to do it right here. Okay, that looks pretty good. This is what it looks like right now. So let me pull off a little bit more of that. Okay. And what other? Oh, brown. I forgot I was going to do a brown. Was that? No, that was yellow ochre. Okay, I said, was that brown? I'll take off a little bit of this. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's do it right there. Ooh, that one looks really good. Okay, yay, a lot of depth to that. And it pulled off a lot of stuff too, so that's good. And let's go ahead and do crimson. I think that's our darkest red. Alrighty, and let's do it right there. And here I've got a pocket, and I'm just going to print over the top of it, so underneath the pocket probably will not be decorated at all, but that's okay. All right. See, what's next? Let's see, we've got dark blue, dark green, and yellow ochre, and black, and brown, and magenta, and crimson. So let's move those out of the way. And let's do a oh, I did magenta. There we go. All right, let's do an orange. I'm going to look at these because that vermilion looks orange to me. Yeah, that's what I'm going to use. I always think of vermilion as a red, but it's really a very orange red, so we're going to call it orange and go with it. All right, we're going to put this one right here. Once I've got a layer of the big circles, I think the little ones can maybe be more random. I hope. Y'all probably heard me say it before. I have a hard time doing random. My random always turns out to not be random. Okay, I like that. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. And then I'm going to put some unbleached titanium on it. And I'm going to, no, I'm not. I'm going to add the yellow first. I'm going to add yellow first, and then I'll do the unbleached titanium to whatever's left over. We might as well add some more layers before we try to do that. Okay, and let's do the yellow right here. Probably should have had that come off the page a little bit more, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, that looks pretty, doesn't it? I'm going to go ahead and do this lighter blue. Is the phthalo blue what I did over there? That doesn't look like it to me. Let's see. These are all actually pretty close. Yeah, I think it was. Okay. I think I'm going to save that one. I'm only going to do 2 more of these big ones, though. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then I'll do a bleached titanium for the other one. I don't know if you can see that, but that blue is not very mixed up. Look at it. It's like dark and light, and that's unusual. Okay. I think what happened is I put the wrong lid on it, a different blues lid on it, and so that's how it got that dark in there. That makes sense to me. Let's go ahead and bring this one off just a little bit. Stick this down here and get that so I don't get it all over myself. I'm already painty enough. Don't need to do any extra if I can help it. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. And then we're going to put the unbleached titanium right there. But that'll be awful close to this. Huh. I think I'm going to do something else. And then I'm going to stick the unbleached titanium maybe in the middle somewhere. Because I don't want it right beside that one. Okay. Let's do this light orange here. See what we get, what pulls off with it. Okay. I'm going to do it just kind of off like that. And then we can okay. Oh, see, that didn't get right in the middle there? Let's see if we can, I don't know if we can go back and get. Well, not much, but that's okay. Maybe we can put a small one over it. Okay. That one's pretty full. Let's move it over here out of the way. Okay, let's let this dry a minute. We'll put just a little bit of this unbleached titanium on it. Because the lightest layer you can get is what you need if you're going to be pulling that off. So you need to be able to see through the paint. Okay, I think we can definitely see through that. All right, let's put it right here. Okay. Well, that's kind of unusual because you can just barely see it. It just kind of makes a shadow on top. But you can see the crusty bits right there, and I like that. So I'm happy with that. When we do our little circles, I'm going to start out with little circles in these places and try to cover those up. And then we'll just move around. So let me get that little plate. Okay. And I may end up, let me pause it and see if I can find something smaller to put this on so I can just do it like this. It'll be easier to know where I'm. Okay. I'll put down something to put my little bitty circle on. That way I can just stamp it exactly where I want it. We may move that one back and forth depending on what we're doing. Okay, let's start with this light blue. Oops. And let's put it right here. Other people have good luck with theirs staying on this, but I don't. I always end up having to take mine off and pull it off the other way, but it doesn't matter. That works okay for me. Let's do this green. want to go ahead and put it way down here. I don't want them to be exactly the same. Alrighty. And then let's turn it this way. We'll work right here. And I think I want I want this brilliant red to go right there. Excuse me. Well, that didn't turn out very brilliant, did it? Okay, let's do this. I'll do it over here. I'll do this light green. Do it right there. Yeah, that looks good. We'll do this one right here. I think I did use the right side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And let's do some more of that blue, but we're going to try to make it thicker this time for right here. Alrighty, I like that. And so let's do a lemon yellow. I don't think we've done a lemon yellow on this one. Some of these are very transparent, which might be good and might not. You see, that just doesn't show up a whole lot, but that's okay. Let's do magenta right here. Let's bring it back over here. Well, that doesn't matter. There we go. And we got one more right here, and then we're going to do something right there where that crease is really showing through. Okay. I think I'm going to do another magenta and try to make it a little bit darker. It's right beside this one, which I wasn't thinking when I did that, but I don't guess it really matters. It looks different anyway, so. Okay. I'm going to try to work right here. With a blue. Choose this ultramarine. Oh no, I wiped that right off. There, that kind of covered it up. I think I want to fix that, so I'm going to just do that magenta again and try to line it up there. We'll see if that'll work. There we go. And we're going to put this one right here. See if we can cover up a lot of that. There we go. That worked. And we need another one here and here. And let's do I think I really like that Cerulean blue, so we're going to do it right here. We can keep a heavier coat on it. Maybe it'll look good there. Right in there. There we go. Okay, and we need to do one right here. This is where my colors feel limited. I'm going to mix, I think. Oops, that's way too much. Mix this with the blue. See if we can make a kind of a purple color. That really does not look purple. I'm not sure what it looks, but it doesn't look purple. Okay. I like that. It needs something else. I think I'm going to use just some kind of circle, something like this in some paint to put over the top of it. So let's do that. Let me find something to put paint in. And I'm going to use a metallic here. Let's use some of this copper. I like that. I'm almost out of that. Sorry about that. I'm going to do some big circles in copper, and then I'm going to do some smaller circles, maybe in black or gold or something else. Hard to know where to stop. Where do you stop? I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's clean this off a little bit. Alrighty, and I'm gonna get a different one for the gold so I don't have to stop and clean that off. Oh, I know I have one. There it is. All right, we're gonna do some little gold ones. I don't know why I always want to have them attached to the bigger circles. I just like it. So that's what we're going to do. These are going to be really dimensional, so it's going to take a while for this to dry before I can come back and do the other side. I think I like that. All right, I'm going to let this. Okay, I decided, let me move those out of the way, that I want to do some little bitty black ones. And I've got this that's hollow here, and it's like that there. I think I'm going to do this end, which will make more like a dot. We will see. I haven't ever used it before. Well, it's not making dots. It's making, well, it's making a little bit of dotty circles. So I guess that's okay. That's what we're going to get. Man, I got a lot of paint right there. Well, it's like you have to really goop the paint on or it doesn't work. And I don't think I like that. But we've got them partly on here, so we need to go ahead and do some more. Trying to do some, I'm doing some of them in lines and some of them in little bunches. And usually I prefer to have them all the same, but I messed up this time and I just started doing them kind of randomly. I think I'm going to make these bunches into more little bunches. There we go. And let's do some in a row here. And maybe a little bunch of them right here. Got lots of rows around this. I'm going to do another bunch here. The hardest part is to know when to stop. When do you have enough? This is probably not going to show up much over here, but I'm going to go ahead and put some dots right here. And right here. Kind of half off. And another little bunch right here. Okay, I'm going to call that good enough for that. And now this is going to have to dry before we can go to the inside one. So I'm going to just pause the video here and I'm going to just pause the video here. I just realized it was turning on me, so you may have missed some of that. Sorry. I'm going to pause the video here and let this dry, and then we'll do the others. Okay, to start out this side, I've got some of that gold and black left, and I'm going to put some wax paper here, and I'm just going to brayer on that gold and black, and then I'll decide what I want to do to cover, over it for some more color. But to start out with, we're just going to do that because I've got it here, and it doesn't need to be wasted. So now let's turn it this way. It'll just be easier. Don't have to fight it that way. Okay. And I'm going to start with the black. Kind of got a very obvious place there where there's no black. Let's see if we can do that a little bit better. Well, it's just going to be that way. Okay, let's work with the gold over the top of the black. See if we can get some gold to go right down there. I'm going to take some of this and put it around here a little bit. We can keep it from looking quite so stark right there. See if there's any black left. Not really, it's pretty dry. Okay. Well, there we've used up the rest of the gold and black. And now what to do on top of it. I do want to make sure that doesn't stick down. That would be bad if it glued itself down. Okay, let's see. This part's going to be hidden most of the time, just like this part's going to be hidden most of the time, because that's where the papers are. This is going to be our cover. I wasn't thinking about what was covered and what wasn't covered when I started, but I'm glad that turned out to be the cover because it looks more coverish than these others. They're not quite as, there's not as much detail on them. I kind of like it just like that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and add, just brayer on a little bit more color. I think I'm going to do magenta, and then we'll decide if we want to add something else. This will just be completely different. Completely different. Every page is going to look completely different. That's good. Oh, I like that magenta on there. I'm glad I did that. I may need a little more. May need a little more. Sorry, it froze up again. I'm going to add a little bit more of the magenta on here. I really like that with the black and the gold. Let's see if we can get some right in there. Okay, I really like that. I feel like I should think it needs more, but I don't. It looks just like this. I think that's pretty. And then here's this. That's the first one we did. And then here's the cover. So I'm going to let this dry. And then I'm going to put sealer on it. And then I'll put my pages in it and bring it back. Show you what it looks like once it's all. So we'll be right back. Okay, I finally decided when I was fixing to go ahead and do the sealing of these that I really wanted something more, and I decided I'm going to put some of these big flowers. This big stamp I carved out of an eraser. I'm just going to put some of these flowers. Um, I'm not sure. I'm just going to put some on there. Um, I first thought I would just do them in these big circles, but I think I'm just going to do them in random places. If I can get it inked. It's a little bit wider than my ink pad, and so I have to move it around a lot to make sure all the tips get inked. And then, of course, where I held it doesn't get inked. Okay, let's start with this one right here. We will do it in the circle because it's so convenient. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I think this was definitely the thing it needed. And I'm going to go ahead and do this circle. Almost. I kind of missed it. And I think I may do one right there and one right here and call it good, but okay, let's do one. Let's do one. Whoops, I guess right there since I dropped it. Oh, and it skipped around, so it's not going to be a good print. Well, it's not too bad, but you can see kind of where it skipped. That's not terrible. Let's do it right there. I'm going to go ahead and stick another one right here. Maybe part of one off. I may make this one going off and make one over there going off. Let's do that. Well, that one didn't do very good. Okay. Let's stick that one right there. Yeah, I like that. And I'm going to do part of one up here. It keeps skipping. Ah. Yeah, blame the stamp. It's skipping. It's not me dropping it wrong. Okay. Yeah, that kind of finishes off that page. Sorry, it just keeps doing that. Okay, I'm going to dry this a little bit. Okay, and now I really think this one needs something else too. But I don't know what. I kind of think those flowers would be pretty over here. But I don't want to do the same thing on each page, so. That's it, Fun Hands. That's what that is. What to do over here? Maybe do something through a stencil. Let's see what we've got. Those circles might be interesting. Oh, that's pretty. Or this one. I could just do some like that. I've also got this. I could do this. I think I like that one. Okay, I'm going to do that with some white paint and see if this is dry enough. I can put paint on it. Oh, maybe this buff titanium. I think that would be prettier than white. Okay, let me get a sponge. Let's see. Let's see how this works. I think I'm just going to kind of go around the edges of it, not the whole page. Let's see. I may change my mind, but right now that's what I'm thinking. Let's line that up. We'll just go ahead and do this. It comes off the page, but I'm just going to let it. Okay, let's see if we can get, or how well that's going to work over that bump. But anyway, let's line that one up. Okay. No, I may not line it up because it's not even. We'll just get close. And then let's line that one up. And we'll do a little bit here. Okay. I think I like that. And then maybe we should do this right here. Oh, let's just go ahead. I don't know. It has dragonflies on it. I love dragonflies, so if I can get it to stay put long enough to use it. Okay. This is what this one looks like. And this is this one. And then this is the cover. Now I'm going to dry them and go ahead and seal them, and then I'll be back and show you what the whole thing put together looks like. Okay, I got it sealed and I got it put back together. And I'll show you. This is the cover. When you open it like this, and you've got pages here you can work on. And then there's a pocket right in here. And then you have to turn it upside down to work on this side. And there's a pocket right here. So that's it. Now I just want to put a little rubber band thingy on it, and I think that's gonna be good. Get that out of the way. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna punch a hole right here. Actually, I think I may punch them both at the same time. And that way we can run the elastic through them both. Okay. And we're just going to stick it through like that. And I'm going to tie a knot on this side. Nothing fancy. And a knot on this side. Nothing fancy. And then we'll pull it like this. And you've got it. That wasn't exactly even, was it? Oh well, it's all right. It works. That's what matters. So there's my little journal. I think it's really pretty. Now I just got to decide what I'm going to do with it inside. I think I'll cut these off. They don't need to be that long. Alrighty. Thank you much. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.